Gnome army. This guy made everyone look like a gnome for some reason. Hey guys, how's it going? We're playing Elemental Shaman because I played Enhance really badly last night. But generally, if you play Enhance, you're not gonna have a good time. I'll get into a video about that some other time. But pretty much, you're just way too squishy. And if you play Ellie, you have the armor of a blade wearer, so just think about that. We're gonna be talking about PvE gear, guys. PvE gear, PvP gear, what it all means, why I think there needs to be re-implementation of, PvP stats in the game. And I did write another essay on this. You guys get to enjoy my wonderful reading skills here. It's gonna be good times. Hold on, let me burst. Oh my god. Okay, that's why I play Ellie now. That's exactly why I play Ellie now. It's just a lot better. Not sure if that meteor did much. We just throw flame shock at everyone, and then we just chain lightning everyone. And it's as easy as that. It's bada bing, bada boom. But anyway. PvE gear, PvP gear, PvP trinkets, and PvE trinkets. What does it all mean? If you ever watch any person that arenas right now on Twitch, you've probably heard them say, "Man, that trinket fucking sucks. I really hope they nerf it." And then they never do. A lot of people did expect, I guess, trinket nerfs this Tuesday. This Tuesday, the 23rd of July. Didn't happen. They didn't nerf any, they didn't nerf Cyclotronic Blaster. They didn't nerf, any of those really overtuned PvE trinkets and PvP. I don't know how to feel about it. I think it's just really hopeful of me to think that Blizzard would nerf a PvE trinket like a week after everyone figures out it's really broken. I just don't think that's a thing. I don't think Blizzard works on patches that fast anymore, or hotfixes, whatever you want to call it. Oh, speak of the devil, there's the trinket. Now we run away. Another reason I don't play Enhance anymore is because the healing surges heal for... I was critting healing surges for 14,000 last night as a Enhance Shaman. It's just so bad. Don't play Enhance, guys. No matter how much I do love Enhance, I will tell you guys right now, just don't play it unless you really want to just not have fun, I guess, in case you are one of those weird people that like to not have fun, even though I don't think that's a thing. As soon as we get done with this team fight, I'm reading that essay. The conclusion of the essay, if you don't really want to listen to it, is there's been mechanics in the game in the past that have prevented PvE people from dominating PvP. In Mists of Pandaria, there was PvP power. In Warlords of Draenor, PvP item levels scaled up whenever you engage in PvP combat with PvP gear. In Legion, there was gear templates, which prevented the super geared people from having a lot better stats than people who didn't have PvE gear. Generally, stuff like that was in the game. BFA, none of that's existent. There's nothing preventing someone with very good PvE gear from just being like, hey, I feel like PvPing, and then those people just dominating the PvP scene. And that's what's happening right now. There's a lot of people who, I don't want to say are forced to PvE, but for lack of a better word, are forced to PvE to be viable in PvP. Right after we kill this warrior, we'll read that video essay. Not a video essay. I mean, technically it's a video essay, since there is a video playing. And there's an essay that's gonna happen. Alright, let's read that fucker. PvP gear is the title. Throughout the many expansions of the game, there's always been ways of making PvP gear more powerful than PvE gear. There is a good reason behind this, the reason being that so that PvE players will not utterly dominate the PvP scene upon the arrival of a new raid tier, which is what's happening right now. In Cataclysm, there was resilience. In MoP, there was PvP power. In War of the Draenor, the PvP gear item level would scale up when engaged in PvP combat. Even in Legion, there is PvP templates, which helped balance the super geared PvE people coming into PvP. In BFA, there is nothing. All the gear is the same, and there is no stat to prevent PvE geared players to shit on people with PvP gear. All the gear is the same. Lost my place, feels bad. Glasses, feels bad. other than having the same item level as them. So the only way you can really counter a PvE geared person is to have the same item level as them, but usually PvE people have way higher item level than PvP gear, because just the natural way that PvP gear works and how you get it, it's way less consistent. So there is no stat to prevent PvE gear people from shitting on PvP geared people. This is proven by overtuned PvE trinkets. Consistently in BFA, there has been trinkets that many top-ranked and high-ranking PvP players have voiced criticism on. DPS using tank trinkets, melee using caster trinkets, and healers using DPS trinkets. Currently in Arena, pretty much everyone ever uses the Cyclotronic Blast trinket. Tanks, DPS, tanks, whatever. I kind of go on a tangent here talking about health pools and why health pools are very, very odd right now. I think this is one of the only expansions where you can have someone who has 3 times the amount of health as someone else being a DPS spec. A freshly dinged 120 person will have about 100,000 health. A mythic to heroic geared person will have about 250 to 300,000 health, almost doubling or tripling a freshly dinged toon. Currently, there is nothing preventing PvE players from dominating the PvP scene if they have good game sense. I believe there should be a re-implementation of resilience or even PvP power or item level scaling up when the gear is PvP gear. There should be an active progression system for casual players to get their item level up just from doing random BGs, make honor currency again along with conquest, have a system similar to Benethic where you can purchase honor gear and conquest gear and then level those gear sets up with either conquest or honor. If it was Conquest gear, you'd level it up through Conquest gear. If it was Honor gear, you'd level it up through Honor gear. This gear would have Resilience or PvP power or some stat to make that gear have an edge over people who are just doing PvE with really, really high stat PvE gear. Also, half the effectiveness of overtuned PvE trinkets as they do with Azurite traits. I believe that is probably the easiest fix for trinkets right now, but for some reason, Blizzard just doesn't want to half the effectiveness of overtuned PvE trinkets. I don't know. Kinda weird, but whatever floats your boat there, Blizz. So that's my really shitty essay, guys. I hope you like it. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta do amazing things here. Okay, that was all me. The teams didn't show up, that's just your eyes playing tricks on you. So pretty much the conclusion of that essay was, I really don't think there's ever been a more imbalanced part of PvP or expansion of PvP that has favored PvE players over PvP players. It just seems like maybe they just didn't think of it and were like, maybe they just didn't think about in previous expansions, there was ways of preventing, I guess, the PvE geared people from shitting on PvP geared people. But then when they kind of got rid of resilience and PvP power and templates in Legion, this is the only expansion that's kind of been like that, where there isn't a way to prevent PvE gear from being way better than PvP gear, which is just proven by, I guess, PvE trinkets being overtuned. And then obviously the mythic geared people and the super high health people have, I guess, a way better advantage, or way bigger advantage over people with either fresh tuned or even this, like, 216,000 health Disc Priest. If you took a 260,000 health Disc Priest, which is about 400 item level, and I'd know because that's my item level, and compared it to a 420, 425, 430 item level Disc Priest, I dare say that the higher item level Disc Priest would heal for maybe double the amount as the Disc Priest. The lower item leveled one. I don't know. I want to hear your guys' thoughts on this. I know a lot of you guys want PvP power, PvP resilience, or whatever you want. Some stat to prevent, or some stat to make, I don't want to say make PvP gear individualistic, but make it so it's just not completely the same as PvE gear. Because there is no difference between PvP gear and PvE gear anymore. It's exactly the same. The only difference is that it's harder to get higher item level from PvP than it is PvE, which contributes to the gap of PvP gears, people getting shit on by PvE geared people in PvP. And that's my rant, guys. This is the last time I'll kind of address that problem. The only way to solve this is to just gear your character, which I'm in the process of doing. You actually have to main a toon But it's not a complete fix. There's still the people who have really good PvE trinkets. I think PvE trinkets contribute to the problem more than just higher item level, to be honest, but if you ever step into Arena, you'll know. You'll know the pain of PvE people. And I know there will be people that disagree with me. That's just the internet. That's how it is. I feel like most people with reasonable thought processes will say, yeah, PvP, power, and resilience would make sense to bring back. But how long will it take for Blizzard to bring it back? And how willing are they to bring it back? And I guess the time frame for them to bring it back would literally have to be like a month for most people, since Classic comes out anyway. And of course there's gonna be people who do and don't play Classic, but I'm gonna be one of the few. Not one of the few, one of the many that is gonna just play Classic just because I don't like the state of BFA, and I don't like, I guess, how gearing works, and I don't like how certain classes, Cough, Enhancement, Shaman, just seem to be horribly balanced in their kit compared to Ret Pallies or Ally Shamans or Fire Mages or any of those really good classes right now. Thanks for watching. I mean, I like making videos like this because it lets me talk with clarity about certain subjects compared to just me rambling in a battleground, even though that's what I kind of did anyway, but at least I wrote it down in the Google Docs. I really want to know your guys' thoughts on it. Let me know if you guys are going to Classic just because it's Classic, or whether it be your class is completely screwed over and the kit doesn't match up to other people, or if it's because the PvE geared people are going into battlegrounds and arenas and just shitting on you with PvE trinkets, or whatever it is. Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe, description, bell thing. I'll see you guys next time, and thank you for watching.